Hi, Marion. Welcome to this edition to Coffee with the Colonel. Today I'm here with Cadet Simon. She's from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. She's currently MS3. So she came to us last year. She was a high school student this time last year. This time next year, she'll be complete with advanced camp. So she came to us last summer and went to basic camp. Now we've been training with her for the last 6 months and preparing her to go knock out advanced camp this coming summer. Excuse me. So with that, I'd like to introduce Cadet Simon.
Thank you, sir. I'm from Antigua and Barbuda, and I've lived in Florida for almost my whole life. And during high school, I did JROTC, and I ranked up to first sergeant and then battalion commander in my last year in school. And during my last year, I kind of didn't know what I wanted to do with my life, but I knew if I didn't go to college, I wanted to be in the military. And from there, it was like a couple of weeks before it was decision day for school for colleges, I reached out to so many, and I haven't really gotten hey, I want you, hey, you deserve to go here, or something that was drawing me to go somewhere. And I kind of reached out to my cadre there at school, and they told me about Marion. One of them used to go here. His name is Chief Randy Greenwich, and he came here, finished the 2 years in ECP, and he's now a Chief Warrant Officer 3, and he teaches at my school now. So he's the reason, my motivation for being here. And when I came here, it was kind of a rough start, but I'm here and I'm doing good, so that's all that matters.
Man, what a great story. So hey, Chief, if you're watching, thanks. All right, so I really appreciate the fact that you recommended us, and Cadet Simon's doing a great job. Yeah, and I would agree. It's definitely a rough transition to go from high school to a military environment, every day. But from everything that I've seen, you're killing it. So great job, and I would say keep it up. So with that, I'll turn it over to you for any questions you might have.
I know you told us about the couple of days ago. You told us about there not being any more spots open for, there might not be any more spots open for officers.
Yeah, so to clarify, the Army right now is looking at downsizing the officer corps as a whole. So the question, I approached the corps during my welcome back speech last week, and I talked about right now our mission set for our next couple of FYs is 22 lieutenants. So right now my program, I've exceeded that by quite a few, just based on the type of commissioning program this is, the level of officers that we produce, and who wants the officers that come out of this program. So right now, as the Army, through the Secretary of Army, and really all the way up to the Department of the War, as they look at officership across all forces, what they're looking at is downsizing. And so what that does, that's a trickle effect. So when they set the number of officers in the Army that we're eligible to commission, that could potentially affect us in the future. So right now, through your class, we are projected to commission 22, right? And so right now, you're on track, and you are definitely in that eligible population to be commissioned. I just can't wait to see how you do at advanced camp, and then get you prepared to walk across that stage. Anything else? Okay, hey, that's a great question. I think that's one that a lot of people want to know, as far as the mission set and the amount of officers we can commission. So it's a great question, and that's why we're here. So I guess the question for me is, you talked a little bit about your background, but coming from out of state to Alabama, to Marion, to MMI, besides Chief, what really drove you here?
I wanted to do military, and my drive is I know I could do schoolwork. I know I could go to college, but I wanted strict discipline and leadership constantly. I didn't want to slack off while I was in school or doing this, and I shouldn't be doing this. So here was the best option.
Man, I love that answer. So I really do. So I think you're talking about determination, grit, and discipline, right? This environment ensures that you do stay disciplined and determined, and we help to ensure that you get to your goal, which is for us to commission and for the school to graduate with your associate's degree. And so I can't think of a better way. So for me personally, I enlisted into the Alabama National Guard. I went to basic training and went to AIT. I credit that service and that experience to ensuring that when I enrolled in college that I stayed disciplined. Like I had that background. So I can definitely commend you on that decision. I think that was the best decision for you. And honestly, when you transitioned, where would you like to go when you commissioned? I didn't ask you that.
I don't know yet.
Okay, still working on that. But you know what? When you leave here, you're gonna always have, number one, you'll be a second lieutenant, you'll be an officer. And number two, that discipline will never leave. You will always have that initiative and that gut and that drive to, finish, to wake up, to do PT, to study late and, make good grades. And, I commend you on that. What a great question and answer. So, okay, that's all the time we have for this edition for Coffee with the Colonel. But I want to say thanks again to Cadet Simon for coming and spending a couple of minutes with me. Hey, if you got any questions for her or comments overall, please post them below. And we'll get to them as we can, and looking forward to our next edition. Thank you.